Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, and welcome back to another video for Valorant. And today we're back with another video for the Sova players out there, this time talking about the lineup shots for your Recon Bolt on Split. If you guys missed yesterday's video, we did this for the Haven map, essentially positions you can put yourself in, areas you can fire your Recon Bolt so that then the arrow lands in ideally the most optimal strategic locations, revealing all the enemies on a given point or down a particular place they may be pushing, ultimately giving your team the maximum possible intel. So if you missed that video, I will link it down below, you can check it over on the channel. But today we're talking about Split, and much like yesterday, I'll be splitting this into attacking shots and defending shots. So, starting off with the first one, this one we call the teacup shot, essentially for revealing the majority of positions on a site, and it puts the arrow in a rather convenient location that ultimately can't really be shot. So this one is a very, very good shot. What you want to do is you want to go over and place yourself in the corner by the bench, basically sort of hug up against it, push yourself in the corner, and you then want to aim up at the underside of the balcony, use the light on the flooring above and also the tree as your kind of alignment point. So basically put your crosshair in between here, you then want to charge up to the maximum possible charge, ensure that you have one bounce enabled, and this will then bounce itself into or basically just behind the teacup, revealing pretty much everyone on site A. For the next one, this is a shot for a ramps. Essentially what you want to do is you want to go over to where you see us on the map right now. You'll see that in front of these wooden planks, there are two lights. You basically want to go over to the furthest light and stand on that. That's effectively your placement. You then want to turn around, you want to aim up, and effectively where the edges of this building create this downward pointing arrow, that's basically where you want to be pointing your crosshairs. From here, you don't need any bounces, you just simply need to charge into the second bar, and upon letting go of this, it'll then put an arrow at the back of a ramps, which again is going to reveal anyone positioned in those typical peak positions. For the third one, this is a good mid shot. What you want to do is you want to go and place yourself basically opposite the ramen shop, go inside this little hut that's got the masks on the wall. You effectively want to put yourself around the middle part of this building, and if you then go and aim up towards the corridor, what you're trying to do is, where you see that little sort of yellow detail on the building, if you position yourself correctly, it forms this nice even yellow triangle. You then want to aim just below that, enable two bounces and a full charge, and then upon letting go of this, it'll then position the arrow rather conveniently inside this area here where people typically peek, revealing again players in a very key position. For this next one, this is a good shot for B Heaven. Effectively what you want to do here is you want to go and you want to put yourself in the corner by these metal sheets. You then want to look up and line your crosshair up or your cursor up with the building in the background. That's effectively your vertical alignment. And you then want to go up to the point where you're basically in line with that building on the right hand side. And from here, you then want to charge into the second bar. You don't need any bounces. It's then going to put the arrow around about here, again, revealing players in these positions. And then finally, for the last one on the attacking side, this is a B site shot in a very similar vicinity to last time. Instead of being right at the front by that metal, instead you are back up on the planter in the corner. And this time you want to be aiming just above that sort of corrugated roof. You can use those cables, the sort of telephone cables, as your alignment point. Again, your crosshair should be just above that one. Again here, no bounces, you're charging into the second bar, and the arrow should then land in the building up higher, again revealing everyone in this area. And while yes, it can definitely be shot, it is at a pretty good position, so it should get people even if they are further afield. Now moving on from there to the defending shots, the very first one is a B garage shot. For this one, what you want to do is put yourself in the corner you see me at right now. You want to turn around and you want to aim in that small gap, basically down the corridor, down the alleyway. And if you zoom in a little bit further, you can see there's actually some wires on that back wall. That is pretty much your good alignment point. Use that to kind of correctly align your crosshairs. For this one, you want one bounce and a full charge, and that's then going to bounce down the corridor into the alleyway, again revealing everybody you see here. Alternatively, a nice one for mid shot. If you stand where you see me right now on the map, what you want to do for this one is you want to align yourself basically where the sort of metal is on the stairs, and you then want to be looking over to the left into that corridor. And what you're trying to do here is shoot on the very edge of the wall, basically as far right as you can possibly go without leaving the wall. For this one, you want one bounce again, another full charge, and this should then place the arrow on the floor over here. Again, pretty easy to see, pretty easy to spot, but all you need for Sova is one nice pulse to reveal the enemy team's location, and again, that's some valuable intel for your team. Then finally, the last one is an A spawn shot. For this one, you want to enable one bounce, And what you want to do is go over to this corner you see here. You basically want to put yourself against that crate, look up to the buildings above, and you want to then align your crosshair with where these leaves intersect. Again, one bounce, charge into the second bar, and the arrow should then bounce off the roof and land conveniently on the wooden planks behind. So again, if you're facing the opposite way and you're looking out of spawn, it should then tell you who is standing in this area. So there you have it. That's a look at some of the more strategic, useful bounce shots, or lineup shots should I say, for your Recon Bolt as Sova on Split. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Again, be sure to keep it locked. We'll have one more video coming up going over the bind shots. So if you do find this helpful, definitely stick around for that. And of course, let us know in the comments down below if there's anything else you guys would like to see from Valorant. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there. If you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with, it's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.